There's so many new Hall effect boards out now that your options are pretty much unlimited, but there is one that did catch my attention, and here it is, the Made68 Pro. There's a hair on it. The box looks like it was in the middle of a shooting, but you know, hopefully the keyboard is not damaged inside. So yeah, let's get this thing open. And here is the keyboard itself. Lighter than I thought it was going to be, but wow, look at that. Wait, that is nice. So this is the Made68 Pro Air edition, which is the white one, and as you can see on the sides, there are little cloud symbols, whatever that is, and on the back panel too, there are also cloud symbols, and I'm pretty sure this lights up from what I've seen in the photos. But yeah, this is light. So hopefully it doesn't move around too much on your desk. But yeah, definitely lighter compared to my custom Wooting with the Tofu Redux case. So let's put this aside for now. Now we got the accessories underneath. We got a keycap holder, some extra keycaps, a cable. But yeah, that's it for the unboxing. I definitely like that it's lighter. It's a good break from using heavy keyboards for pretty much my entire life. It's so easy to just move around with one hand, which is nice. It's definitely a preference kind of thing. Some people like heavier keyboards because it gives you a more premium experience, but to me it does not really matter. Ooh, wow, look at that. That is nice. Let me peel this off so I can get a better look at it. Okay. Boom. All right. But yeah, let's do a quick typing test with it. So yeah, definitely on the clackier side. Super light switches. I'd say from my experience, even lighter than the Gateron Magnetic Jade switches, the original ones, and definitely lighter than the Jade Pros. But yeah, it's kind of nice to type on. It feels really light. I like it a lot. But yeah, let's see if there is a software for this. So I found the web version of the software, which is a lot more updated and contains a lot more features than the, I guess, unfinished downloadable software. But yeah, here we basically have all our lighting settings. You can change the backlight or the box light of the keyboard. There's a lot of options for you. There's hue, saturation, default colors, brightness. There's also different effects. There's only 3 different effects, so there's only breathing, static, and none. In the backlight, there's also, I guess, 6 different lighting modes. M0 is just none. But yeah, you get pretty good options here. You can have a custom color for your backlight as well. But we'll just leave everything at white. Now, super key is where you can add snap tap. I set it to A and D. And of course, you got your rapid trigger settings. I set my actuation point to 0.2, set bottom dead zone to 0.01, rapid trigger to 0.1 on all the keys. You can also change your switch type to, I guess, adjust to your rapid trigger settings. But yeah, everything seems to be working fine. I tested the snap tap and the rapid trigger, and it works. So now all that's left to do is test this out in game. The biggest difference right now when it comes to software is that I can set the dead zone by 0.xx millimeters, while the Wooting can only go 0.x millimeters. Yeah, as you can see here, I set the rapid trigger sensitivity to 0.01, which is not recommended, but on the Wooting, it pretty much only goes down to 0.15, which is playing it safe, I guess, but if you do want it to respond a little bit faster, then it's good to be able to adjust between the 0.1 and the 0.01 range. Is it going to be game changing? Probably not, but you know, that's why I'm here to test that out. And yeah, basically all that's left to do now is to test it out in game. So I will see you guys when I'm done with that. All right, I'm back and I am very impressed. This keyboard has made me come to realize that there is no such thing as a Wooting killer or the next Wooting or anything like that, because after using this keyboard, I've come to believe that Hall effect keyboards have become like mechanical keyboards in a way that no matter what brand you get them from, for example, with mechanical keyboards, you get them from Corsair, Logitech, Razer, you know, any mechanical keyboard company, you're going to get the same performance and basically what you need. And I believe that is now the case for Hall effect keyboards as well, because wow, I basically got the Wooting experience for half the price. After using this keyboard, I've come to realize that dropping 300 Canadian dollars on a Wooting is just absurd, because there are so many alternative boards out now that give you that experience. SnapTap and Rapid Trigger were flawless on this thing, but yeah, you're basically getting a Wooting keyboard for the brand now, and I guess for the customizability if you are into customizing keyboards. But if not and you want a stock keyboard, then this is definitely a top contender, because I don't have the technology to like measure, you know, how fast the switches actuate or anything like that, but from human experience, I've basically felt no difference between this keyboard and the Wooting. Even if there is a minor difference between this and the Wooting, it's not going to be enough where it's going to make you a better gamer or anything. Like I said before, with regular keyboards and Hall effect keyboards, getting a Hall effect keyboard isn't going to make you a better gamer. But yeah, if you do want the Wooting experience for half the price, this is probably my #1 pick for you. I can see where they kind of budgeted out with the very cheap feeling plastic case and cheap feeling switches, which are my only issue with this keyboard. But honestly, it's not going to affect your performance at all. It's just personal preference of what I like. Yeah, these switches do feel a little cheap, but you know, the budgetness of this keyboard had to have come from somewhere somehow. But I mean, like, you can't feel that they're cheap. It's just I'm coming from my custom Wooting with Gateron Jade Pros, so I do feel a difference there. These do feel less lubed compared to these, but yeah, I mean, that's just the difference between a custom keyboard and a stock keyboard. It still feels super good to type on, and it's incredibly light, so if you're into that, then yahoo. But yeah, I'm still super impressed with how this keyboard turned out. To be honest, I wasn't expecting much at all, but I was surprised and impressed at how good this keyboard actually performs. So yeah, if you don't have that kind of cash to drop, you know, $300 on a Wooting, then this might be a good option for you. But of course, there are more and more Hall effect keyboards coming out now, so you know, it's come to a point where it doesn't really matter which one you get. You're pretty much going to get the same performance with any Hall effect keyboard these days. And don't forget the most important part, it's not going to make you a better gamer. So yeah, but anyways, that's it. See ya.